Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, last episode we evened up the series, and now we have to try and take a 3-2 lead in the NLDS. Or, NLCS, my bad. Saved by the bell, I guess. Alright, we are ending the game as Zach Gallen on the mound with JT Realmuto at the plate and Brandon Marsh at first in the bottom of the 6th. See you guys there. Ooh, it's nice and humid out there. A lot of very dusty, you could say, or hazy.
This one in the dirt.
Did that just in case. You never know. Want to know? Don't get it in his zone. Pitch around him. Just like that. That was a good one in his pitching. Strike two. He's coming back. Even Steven. Okay, just don't get it any closer to the left and you're probably fine. Like, if I did it right there in his zone, he probably would have swung at it and maybe gone yard. Who knows?
With the go-ahead run at first, here in Game 5 of
oh, yeah. Strike three. Out number one. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Here's Turner with the runner on first and one out. Oh, didn't go for it. Didn't take.
1-0.
No, inside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Marsh stands at first with one out. Ground ball.
That's a...
The throw in.
That's a single, but they get Marsh out at third with a McCarthy outfield assist. Alright, runner on first with two out. And Trey Turner could run. Oh, he chased at that one. 0-2 count.
He want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Oh, he went for it. Good on me. Slider down and in. Nothing. Alright, even count.
Runner, he's going!
And he struck out. Innings over anyways. Didn't matter that Turner was stealing. Alright. Christopher Sanchez versus Perdomo. Can we get some runs on?
Well, these Diamondbacks just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early.
I pretty much essentially swung at the same pitch.
It just hasn't happened for him yet.
That one was a little bit closer to the zone, but still inside. 0-2 count still. Oh. Just high enough to where Harper can catch it. Here's Marte with a one out. Oh, that's a dinger right there. Waiting up on it. That's gone. And your Diamondbacks have a one-run lead late in this game. Here's a Ryan Kirschberg or Kirkring. Sounds almost like Kirkland.
Looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ryan's here to make sure that we don't score more runs. But that could change, as Moreno has hit a line drive that could be a double, which will be a double. It could be more, but he's going to stand in at second base with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balance.
Here is Josh Naylor.
When you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the
Oh, that was a good hit. I don't know if that's a... That is out of here. 2-run shot to add some more insurance to this lead, as Orion has really not done his job very well so far, as two hit two pitches turned into two big hits. One being the leadoff double, and this one being the two-run shot by Josh Naylor.
Elevated fastballs, especially
Great job,
away, are like putting the ball in a
Diamondbacks.
tee.
Almost said
Hitters do a lot of
Demonbacks.
cage work. They're
Here's
comfortable
Orion
hitting off the
again.
tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite
Here's
field.
Lawler with nobody out.
At the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. And now it's even
Nice
up.
pitch to take
Meanwhile,
on.
activity
Could have
in
been
the
a strike,
bullpen.
but
Jordan
down a
Romano,
little bit.
The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Banks, the lefty,
Ooh.
warming up as well.
And
Right
that is
field.
foul, and he does not have enough time to catch that.
Foul ball.
1-2 count. And that turns into a 2-2 count.
Two balls, two
Nice
strikes.
pitch. Almost got me to swing if I was actually paying attention there. There we go. There's a pop-up. That's out number 1 for the Phillies if they get there. Yep.
Puts it away.
All right.
One away. This is
Sorry, I was looking at my fantasy. I got 2 homers, so that probably should help my lead for today. Because it's Sunday, we're at the time of recording, and if
23 years old.
you don't know what this Sunday means, it means it's Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to the people out there, to the mothers out there, and new mothers to become. Happy Mother's Day. Also, thank you, Mother, for putting me on this earth and
First offering is not close.
just
This is one of those
making me the
situations
man I am now.
infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be
All right, we're gonna try a
extremely
steal with
hard
Carroll.
right at 'em if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the go.
Oh crap! Oh, he got a bad catch on it, so Carroll just gets in there. He still had a slide, but just not a good throw. Another steal here.
Here's a 2-0. Runner on the go again. Up the middle.
Oh!
Finds its
That
way
is
through.
a
They
RBI
extend their
single,
lead as the runner scores
which
from second.
wouldn't really be an
It's
error
RBI
because that could have
single,
easily been
and
gloved by
they're up
Turner, but it
4.
was not.
And the Phillies manager
And they
making
look
his
to
way.
go to someone else that won't suck
Now it's
at
Jordan Romano
pitching,
out
and
the
that is
bullpen.
Jordan Romano, which we'll see
Runner
how
on
that
at
goes.
first with one
We're
gone.
gonna steal with
Geraldo
McCarthy.
Perdomo stands
Also,
in for
we
the
just scored
Diamondbacks.
another run, so it's 4-0 Diamondbacks.
Runner on the go. Strike in there.
And McCarthy gets in there easily.
And that was not close.
0-1 count.
Runner at second here in game 5 of
We're
the
just gonna
NLCS.
keep piling on until they finally figure out what they're gonna do.
Runner goes again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Martin
And that is
puts it in
a
out.
2-out sacrifice, so the inning is over. But we get
And here is
3 runs.
Kepler and Mick Abel. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Phillips.
Ooh,
a hard-throwing
Marte
right-hander.
ground
Up as well.
out. That is out number 1 for the
They
Phillies.
get the out on Marte.
Here's Eugenio Suarez.
Suarez up to the plate now.
There we go. Big hit there. Doesn't get caught. It is not. That is going to be a line drive single for Eugenio Suarez, as that was a bullet right off of his
Wasting
bat.
time there. That's
Here's
a
Gurriel
good sound
Jr.
coming off the bat, man. And
on
as he
at the
connected out
plate
front, looking
with
to the
a.
outfield,
Oh, there we
that's
go.
a swing
Suarez
just
goes
going
to
to
second.
feel the ball hit the barrel.
That
That's
is a
good
base hit
stroke.
by Gurriel. This makes it runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's Moreno, first and second. 1 out. Last time he had a double to lead things up, I believe.
No ball, 1 strike.
So we'll see what he does here. That is down. And it is going to bring in a run. We are now at 5-0 Diamondbacks with runners on first and third with 1 out after a Moreno blooper. Here is the man, the myth, the legend that gave us a 3-0 lead a couple innings ago. That is a strike.
Just launched that one into center.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch,
1-2.
a slider
1-2
that misses
count.
outside.
Oh,
2-2.
In the dirt. No advance.
Even
Good
Steven.
job behind the dish. Traffic
See what
on
Naylor
the
can
bases
do.
With one already in here in the late stages of game 5.
Full count.
Good take. That looked like it would have been one I should have swung at, but I'm glad I took that.
That's a good at bat.
And now bases are loaded with one out. And Waller is coming up to bat, and Romano and Banks is going to be taken out. Who are they going to go with? They are going to go with Jose Alvarado. With the bases loaded, can he get out of this jam? He just needs a double play to get at least no runs going through.
And that one fouled off.
He could also get 2 strikeouts in a row, but we'll see what happens here. 0-1 count. I shouldn't have swung at that. That was nasty.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Pitch
1-2.
there. And the count 1-2.
If that pitch would have gone the same way it did the last pitch, probably would have been struck out by now. Good pitch. 2 outs. And here is Corbin Carroll with the bases loaded. He has a big opportunity here.
3 in this one. There's a strike.
Good cutter pitch there for the first strike of this at bat. Hung in just a little bit. I was probably super late. Nope, I was good apparently. Thought I was late on that one. And now we get to see if Gallen can get the shutout.
But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the lead is now. Back into
Okay,
the
Trey Turner
now here is
to lead
Trey
things
Turner.
off. Here's Gallen.
That cuts the
Strike
zone.
1, up in
And
it.
strike 1.
Yeah.
Same pitch, just a little bit different in the zone.
Really had some run and finished a little up
0-2
and in,
count.
just on the edge.
Strike 3.
That's what
Nope,
was a
that
good
is
swing.
fouled
Hit a
all the
little
way
back,
to the left
got back to the
side.
dugout.
Strike 3.
Ball.
Just kidding, 1-2. I was hoping you would reach for that. And that is gone.
Deep left field and forget it.
Missed it down the middle. And Gallen does not get the shutout. But what we will do is give Martinez the ball as Gallen has pitched his heart out. Here is Justin
And
Martinez.
he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
1 ball.
The next
No
to
strike.
hit takes outside.
There we go, good pitch.
The real threats are coming
1
up.
ball, 1
Already
strike.
giving up a home run in this inning.
Ball.
Really have to bear down.
In the air,
And
left.
Gurriel hesitates, but he still gets to the ball for the first out of the inning.
He's 2 outs
Here's
away.
Harper.
And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Ball
Ball
1.
1,
Still
no
pitching it
strikes.
out of his kitchen. That one, I keep forgetting that this guy's a little bit, has a little bit less control. But anyways, it doesn't matter because Harper gets a
Around first, headed
opposite
for 2.
field double.
Throw into second. Not gonna
Nope,
get him.
too
He's
late.
in there.
And it was a lazy one too at that.
Just
All
a
right,
simple
runner on
ground ball
second
the
with
other
1
way.
out. Here's
Have
Schwarber.
eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and
Foul
just hope
ball.
it finds a hole.
And it's second. And that's in for a
0-2.
strike. And they'll do it again.
And that is a long foul ball going near the left pole.
Pitch.
Oh, they gave me that one, and the Philly fans are pissed.
Gotta be ready to swing
But
back.
Schwarber is even more pissed because that should have probably been a ball. But we're looking at this again. Yeah, that's not in the zone, but it was
Last
close
chance
enough.
for the Phillies. Alec Bohm.
All right, 2 outs, runner on second, Bohm at the plate, 5-1
Harper
Diamondbacks
second
lead.
with 2 down. That
Ball
one's
one,
upstairs,
up.
ball 1.
And that's a pop-up that could be the 3rd out, and it is. Diamondbacks team take game 6, I believe, or 5. We will now go to game 6.
MLB The Show brings
Let's
you the
give
National
let's
League
give this crowd what they
Championship
want.
Series.
Here's
It's the
Nola
Philadelphia Phillies
against
and the
Marte.
Arizona Diamondbacks. Marte.
That's a ball.
First pitch is a ball.
Takes ball one low.
1-0.
Some stirring in the bullpen for the Phillies. Orion Kirkering, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Alvarado also throwing.
Yeehaw!
In the dirt. Block.
And we're not
1-1.
going on that because that's
The
crap.
line.
1-1 count.
There's the swing and a miss.
Nice little off-speed circle pitch there.
1-2.
Movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ooh, that was a nasty curve.
Definitely made him chase a little
Jeez.
bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead
All right,
of the count,
here's
get
the
guy
bomber,
in the box on his
Eugenio
heels,
Suarez.
and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much.
That
chance of
could have
getting it.
probably gotten hit
0-1.
out or popped up
Strike one.
if I went for that. More than likely it would have popped up.
Ball.
Ball. We're going to try and get him to pitch as much as he needs to so we can get him out quickly. He's at 78 pitches currently. And that's a line drive. Single for Suarez
Lead runner holds at second
with one out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking
Here's
for.
Josh Naylor.
I know that was a ground ball, but
He
it
has
was
broken
actually
many of
the
Phillies'
hammer
hearts
for the
these
infield.
past couple of
That's not
games.
one you're excited to
Can he do it
run off
again?
if you're an infielder. You know they used to say,
No ball.
"Charge
1
it."
strike.
Crazy. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with the chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out.
Oh, that was a nasty curve. I should have waited on
The
that.
double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1-2.
And there's the trap again where they make it seem like, oh, they don't have the ball, but really it's like a foot away from them and they can just strike at you at any moment. 1-2 count. Oh,
Double play ball to second.
should have waited on that. That's okay. That's okay. All right.
Welcome back.
Lucky
Taking a
me.
look at
Okay,
our
now
game
here's
zone.
Corbin Carroll at the bottom of the 7th against Nola.
Outside.
Ball.
No, that's out.
Ball 1.
Make him pitch to you. That is the name of the game.
And fouled off.
Was I early? Good. I was good apparently.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
There we go, base hit. Carroll starts it off. But we're not gonna run so easily at the start. We gotta make them think that we're going to do it. We gotta make them freak out mentally. And shouldn't have swung at that. All right, 0-1
1
count.
strike.
Now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Grounded to third, could be 2. To second, there's
Go.
1. Back to first.
Ooh, overthrows it.
And it's going to wind up out.
Runner goes to second on the error. Here's Gurriel with runner in scoring
1
position
for 2.
with 1 out.
First
Ball.
pitch
That's
misses.
inside. Ball.
As a pitcher,
Keep
you know
making
the
him
runner on
pitch.
second is ready to push
That is the
things with
name
speed.
of
Base
this
hit's
challenge right
probably
here.
going to be a big run, so you really
He's
have
almost
to
at 90
execute on the
pitches.
mound.
This is his 90th pitch right here.
That's outside.
All
Outside.
right.
That's a ball.
2.
Let him keep doing that.
Out to
Is
center.
that a doinker? No, it is a lazy out
It is 2 down.
at near the front of center field.
Gabriel Moreno now at the plate.
All right, here's Moreno with the runner on second and 2 outs.
That one hit to right.
That's gonna be caught. Out number 3. We at least did some damage.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Close pitch.
Tired or not,
Probably
he's
would have been
relentless
called a
with the way
strike
he pitches.
either
He might
way.
be exhausted
0-1
out there,
count.
but his stuff is still nasty.
Ooh, just a bit early. If he would have went all cylinders on that, that would have been gone. We would have been tied. All right, 0-2.
Next
Ball.
pitch misses, and it's
Let him
1-2.
pitch you
That's
One
ball.
ball, 2
a really
strikes.
good take.
There we go. Big hit by Suarez, but it's probably going to get caught.
Pulls it in on the warning track.
And that was
That's
Marsh.
a big first out right there. And
Here's Josh Naylor.
Yeah, you can see how
Nola
his
is now at 100 pitches.
optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find
Couldn't have swung at that,
and get one around the bases.
but it looked good. 0-1. That is gone, I'm pretty sure. Or it's a big double.
And that one is
Goodbye.
his second home run of the series.
Hide your wives, hide your kids, because Naylor
Back-to-back games now.
is taking the dreams of the Phillies Fall Classic dreams to an end so far as they finally knock out Nola. And they put in Orion, the guy that screwed up the only job he could last game. And here's Carroll with one down.
He was late.
This is getting interesting, folks. And I tried to do that just out of spite. Shouldn't have done it. 0-2 count. Now we're getting them to think that it's something different. Well, I tried to swing at that, and the game was like, bruh, don't even.
2-2.
Same place. What? What? Corbin Carroll does it again! Your boys are going to the World Series! Phillies are stunned as they had a one-run lead going into the sixth. And the Diamondbacks take two punches, the 1-2 punch, in the bottom of the ninth. What a series. What a game. What a strike to the Venom this has been. We will play one game of the World Series or two to finish off this episode. But congratulations to the Diamondbacks to getting to the Fall Classic once again. Wow. We'll see who their opponent is. We are playing the Mariners in the World Series. Okay. So they're 21st in batting, 2nd in pitching, and 7th in fielding. We're 1st in batting. We're a little bit bad at pitching, but we have better fielding. So, we will see what happens against the Mariners here in a little bit. And I don't know if we're going to be hosting the first couple of games or if they are. Because I think it's still based off of the All-Star game winning. But I don't know how they simulate it in the MTO. It's probably similar. Okay. We'll see you guys in game 1. Oh yeah, we're hosting it and we're looking to see what the Mariners have up their sleeves. As this is game 1 of the World Series, and this is Austin Shenton with 2 outs with the runner on second, and here's Burns. He's looking to burn Stenton here as Stenton broke his back, and that is out number 3, as that was a nice play by Suarez to get the inning, or get that half inning done. No one has scored. It's Kirby versus Burns, and it's McCarthy versus Kirby to start this off. As we are in the bottom of the 7th.
You know, these D-backs, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore.
And that is straight to the third baseman for out number 1, throwing it to the first baseman. I don't know very many people that still play for the Mariners, to be honest with you guys. Here's Perdomo with 1 out. The one thing I do know, though, is they have a new Nintendo patch on their jerseys. So that's kind of cool. And there's Crawford with out number 2.
Yes, you're out.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix.
Here's former Mariner Marte going against his former team in the big Fall Classic here with 2 outs against George Kirby. And that does not drop. It gets caught by Rose Reyna.
able to really
All right, here's
tunnel the
Naylor
pitch
with
where
one
it
out.
Looks like a fastball, and then late has really good bite.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there.
I don't know how far that's going to go, but that is the first runs of this World Series Fall Classic as Naylor
Listen to these fans.
digs deep to get that one for this one-run lead in Game 1 of the World Series.
That's an impressive
What a
swing
hack,
back
too.
to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach.
Here's Corbin Carroll.
Travel, and got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Ball up for the third time. It
1-0.
takes ball one. This one popped up.
Stumped me. All right, 2 outs if Polanco can get an out.
And there's two
Or no, it's Stenton.
It's a good
Okay, I don't know
recovery,
where
though,
Jorge
after giving up
Polanco
the
is.
home run.
Maybe he's second
Not allowing
base.
it to stay in the head, but
Here's
going
Lawler
to
with
work
2
for the
outs.
next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Lawler at the plate now as he chases
No
after
ball.
that one.
One strike.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
We're gonna give Martinez the nod if Burns screws up the first pitcher for the first batter. That is a home run by Lawler to give the Diamondbacks a 2-0 lead. That is the second run scored of this World Series, and it won't be the last.
It's 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings.
And they look to switch out Kirby for someone else, and that someone else is Trent Thornton
Just trying
with
to keep this one
Gurriel
close here,
at the
and
plate
this
with
is
2
where a
outs.
bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Gurriel.
And that's a nice line drive by Gurriel. Does he get 2? He is going to stay at 1 because of Serena's athletic ability and throwing power.
Putting on the brakes.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Blue. It's not
All right,
always
Gurriel
easy
at
seeing the
first,
ball off
Moreno
bat.
at the
Something
plate
to
with 2
improve.
outs.
Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. And first offering is
Got a
fouled
little bit
off.
of wood on that one, not too much. That was very early. Ooh. Couldn't have swung at that, but did it anyways.
And that's
1-2.
1-2.
Activity in the bullpen.
Very lazy
Gregory
pitch
Santos
down inside by the
preparing to come
knees.
on if needed. Snyder getting loose as well. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strike.
Well, we get 2
But
big
2
hits in the
round
inning.
trippers in this inning, the
A
long ball was working.
Naylor
Last chance coming up
solo
for the
shot to
Mariners.
give us the actual lead to start this game off, and then Lawler with some insurance. So
Back here in
we're
the
gonna
desert, new inning
gonna leave
started.
Burns in there
Now it's
for
Victor
a batter.
Robles up to hit.
If he does well enough,
The part about
he'll
Burns
probably
is
just
so
shut
interesting.
out this
From a
game.
fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside
0-2.
Tony Gonsolin.
I had a bug there for some reason.
Swing and a
All right, ground ball to Bedormo
The
gets
throw to first. Out.
the
And they get the
speedy
lead off
Robles
into the
out,
ninth.
number 1. Here is
He's
Ryan
2
Bliss.
outs away. And now for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. Swing and a pop-up.
Fouled off.
Play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
0-2 count with
Well,
1
just
out.
very efficient out there on the mound. I mean, just a great outing. He's just
How many
now
pitches
getting all
has
the pitches.
Burns gone through? This is his 100th pitch right there. 101. Strike 3.
It's a strikeout.
And the Mariners are down to their final
That's a
out
pretty nasty
of this
pitch
first
right
game of the
there. I
World
call it a
Series.
Power curveball in the 80s.
Here's
It's
Julio
got
Rodriguez.
So much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch
Strike
what
one.
it's going to do before you have to commit. It's
No
a good
ball.
one for the swinging
One strike.
strikeout.
That one in there.
Oh, that was done dirty. All right, strike 3 right here.
Strike away from
Nope,
securing
that is a 1-2
lead
count.
one.
One more strike to win this first game. And that is a pop-up foul back, and Moreno could catch this, and he does, and that is game 1
Ball game.
taken by the Diamondbacks.
Out on the mound.
So, a shutout for Burns, a big loss by Kirby.
Take game one as
So now we just need to get 3 more games in a row and we win this. Or we need to, in general, win 3 more games.
Keep this thing going, and this is
But
just a
we'll see you
determined
guys
team, Boog. I
in
like what I
episode
saw
9
from
of
them.
And across
Stay
the
Right
diamond, it's
to
time
the
to
Venom.
regroup.
We'll see you guys then.
1-0 isn't the end of the world.